Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Friday, April 7th, 2023. A 64-year-old male hiker was found dead in Joshua Tree National Park on Wednesday, April 5th. Riverside County Sheriff's deputies and park rangers responded to a hiking trail described as remote within the national park and located the unresponsive hiker. It was determined at the scene that he was deceased, and a preliminary investigation revealed that he suffered a medical emergency during his hike. There were no signs of foul play, and the Riverside County coroner is continuing the investigation. The identity of the man has not been released. 2 convicted felons were arrested for investigation into manufacturing drugs and possessing guns and stolen cars in Flamingo Heights. On Wednesday at around 10:30 a.m., County Sheriff's deputies executed a search warrant on a house in the 1300 block of Geronimo Avenue in Flamingo Heights, where they report finding a butane honey oil lab, processed marijuana, methamphetamine for sales, 1 loaded handgun, and a loaded short barrel rifle. Also found was a Harley-Davidson motorcycle stolen out of Laguna Niguel and a Toyota Camry stolen out of Whitewater. As part of the search, deputies arrested Sean Buckwald, a 41-year-old resident of Yucca Valley, and Renee Woodard, a 42-year-old resident of Indio, who are both convicted felons. Buckwald is currently on active federal probation. Sean Buckwald was arrested for investigation into manufacturing a controlled substance, sales of a controlled substance, felon in possession of a firearm, felon in possession of ammunition, possession of stolen vehicle, and booked at the Morongo Basin Jail with bail set at $700,000. Renee Woodard was arrested for investigation into sales of a controlled substance, felon in possession of a firearm, felon in possession of ammunition, and booked at the Morongo Basin Jail with bail set at $150,000. This investigation is still ongoing. Anyone with information regarding this incident is urged to contact Deputy Brent Miller of the Morongo Basin Station at 760-366-4175. Supervising Deputy District Attorney Doug Poston and District Attorney Public Information Officer Jacqueline Rodriguez were the guests on the Z107.7 Up Close show with Gary Daigneault on Friday, March 31st. Daigneault asked about the county's mental health courts, one of which can be found here in Joshua Tree. This court can be used to provide medical and psychological resources to those whose unstable mental state is partially responsible for their criminal behavior, specifically diverting someone who might find themselves habitually breaking the law and returning to prison. As an example of the type of incident that could lead someone into mental health court, Poston used a recent local example, saying,
and there'll be, some behaviors that those folks that are afflicted with that type of thing will engage in that, lead to criminal charges at some point. Vandalism is a very common one. We had a very, kind of a big case in 29 Palms recently with the Freedom Plaza being vandalized.
Yeah.
And, you look at that and you go, well, why would a person, do that? And again, and I don't know if that individual has applied for or would be going through the mental health court, but that's really what it is the system designed to get folks that have those kinds of difficulties that drive criminal behavior into a program that will help them cope and deal with the challenges that they face so that they are not acting out in a criminal way, leading to charges and then which can ultimately lead to prison.
Charles Rush was arrested on suspicion of causing $30,000 worth of vandalism to the 29 Palms Community Center at Freedom Plaza on March 15th. For our full coverage of that incident, see a link in this story at Z107.7fm.com. You can listen to Gary Daigneault's full interview with the representatives from the county DA's office on Z107.7fm.com or by downloading the show as a podcast from your favorite podcasting app. The California Highway Patrol of the Morongo Basin Station will be conducting a sobriety checkpoint tonight somewhere in the unincorporated area of San Bernardino County. All vehicles at the undisclosed checkpoint location will be checked by CHP drug recognition experts with breath testing devices. Any drivers who are under the influence of alcohol or drugs can expect to be arrested. The objective is to send a clear message to those mixing alcohol and or drugs with driving. For the first time ever, the city of 29 Palms will host a Pride event celebrating LGBTQ freedom and culture. Reporter Heather Clisby has details.
Sponsored by Rediscover 29, Pride 29 will be 29 Palms' first Pride event with a goal of focusing on love and inclusion. Multiple scheduled events will lead up to the big party on Saturday, April 8th at Freedom Plaza. On Friday, April 7th, check out Family Feud Night with patty cakes from 6 p.m. until 7:30 p.m. at Rocky's New York-style pizzeria, 73737 29 Palms Highway. Also, on Friday, April 7th, there's the Queer Past Lear Comedy Night from 6 p.m. until 10 p.m. at the White Label Vinyl / High Desert Daydream Outdoor Patio, 73515 29 Palms Highway. This is an 18 and over ticketed event with admission prices $15 to $25. Saturday, April 8th, check out 29 Palms Pride Mini Golf Tournament from 11 a.m. until 2 p.m. at Mojave-Land, 5157 Adobe Road. Registration is required. The Saturday night crescendo of the Pride 29 weekend is at Freedom Plaza, 6547 Freedom Way, starting with live music by the Wonder People at 4 p.m., followed by a drag show with Los Angeles-based Landon Sider and Friends, hosted by MC Patrick Pattycakes Pierre. DJ Kate McCabe will host a silent disco from 8 p.m. until 10 p.m. For more info and links, look for this story at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Heather Clisby.
You can go your own way as long as you end up at Tortoise Rock Casino tonight for the performance of Mirage, a Fleetwood Mac tribute band. This free concert series, called Live at the Rock, is running every Friday and is celebrating Tortoise Rock's 9th anniversary. Every Friday through the end of May, a fantastic tribute band will be playing hit songs on the casino floor. All shows begin at 8 p.m. at Tortoise Rock Casino in 29 Palms. For a list of upcoming acts, see this story at Z107.7fm.com or visit tortoiserockcasino.com. The Landers Association will host the second Saturday craft fair tomorrow morning. All goods from this maker's market are homemade, handmade, or home-baked by the vendors. The event will be held from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Belfield Hall, 58380 Rishi Road in Landers. Easter is Sunday, but don't miss out on Saturday events for every bunny in the high desert. Here with his Easter basket is online news editor Robert Hayden.
In Joshua Tree, the 53rd annual egg hunt is this Saturday at Sunburst Park, starting at 9 a.m. sharp. There'll be 6 egg gathering areas for kids as young as 2 years old, all the way up to the 6th grade. It's suggested you show up 30 minutes prior to the egg hunt. In Yucca Valley, the town's annual Easter egg hunt event is tomorrow at the Yucca Valley Community Center soccer field. The hunt for candy-filled eggs and special prizes is open to children aged 8 and under with separate hunting areas for each age group. The event begins promptly at 9 a.m. If you can't make Saturday's events, 29 Palms will hold a Sunday Easter egg hunt at Lucky Park starting at 12 noon for little ones under the age of 4 and 12:15 for kids 4 to 10. You can see all of these events at z1077fm.com/Easter, and you can send in your pics of Easter bunnies to bunnies@z1077fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Lepus lover Robert Hayden.
The 7-Day Cabaret is a great way to spend spring break. Children and adults of all ages are invited to spend a full week utilizing their talents, skills, and smarts in purpose of creating a cabaret talent show that is open to the entire community. The 7-Day Cabaret begins Sunday and Monday, and you can register up until Monday. The week-long event culminates with a show held at the Joshua Tree Arts and Ecology Center on Saturday, April 15th. The week-long workshop operates on a donation-based basis and is open to children of all ages and even their parents. For more information, see a link in this story at z1077fm.com. Theater 29 is seeking wayward lovers and fairies alike for their season finale production of William Shakespeare's A Midsummer's Night Dream. Arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas urges you to find out what fools these mortals be.
Auditions for A Midsummer Night's Dream have been announced for Saturday, April 29th from 5 to 8 p.m., with callbacks on Sunday, April 30th from 6 to 8 p.m. For the first time ever, Theater 29 will be offering Shakespeare. Director Charlie E. Parker is looking for a cast of 12 to 20 performers to play various characters, such as young lovers, fairies, clowns, and dancers. This production will utilize blacklight and UV-reactive body paint, makeup, costuming, and sets. Come be a part of this groundbreaking, innovative production. Even if you've never tried acting before or you think you don't know how, anyone can act, and it is so fun. Even if you think Shakespeare is boring and stuffy and scary, it's not. Full details are available at theater29.org/auditions. Reporting for Z1077, this is Arts and Entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas.
And finally, 29 Palms High School track and field completed their sweep against Desert Mirage High School on Wednesday, winning all 4 meets. Boys varsity won 70-22, girls varsity won 64-36, boys junior varsity won 40-16, and girls junior varsity won 20-11. Junior Josh Corrado led the boys with 16.25 points, earning all first places in his triple 1600 meter, 800 meter, and 3200 meter, and running the third leg of the winning boys 4x4 relay. Elizabeth Marshall led the Lady Wildcats in scoring with 15 points. She won the 1600 meter, 3200 meter, and earned another personal record in the 800 meter. Freshman Caden Berry was selected by coaches as Wildcat of the Week. He ran 2 personal records in the 100 meter and 200 meter. Coaches named sophomore Tommy Toyama as Lady Wildcat of the Week. Toyama scored 9 points for the Lady Wildcats. She earned second place with a personal record in the 1600 meter, earned first place in the 400 meter, and placed third in the 800 meter. Next up for the Wildcats will be the Big Meet Invitational at Valley View High School on Saturday, April 15th. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. More Morongo Basin residents get their local news from Z107.7 than any other source. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmetz.